right, team, welcome back to another episode on the Weight Loss for Women 40 Plus podcast. Now, today we are talking about meal plans, recipes, we're talking about food, we're talking about what it takes to kind of get this side of the weight loss down pat, get it right. Now, the reason I'm talking about this one today is that I talk to so many ladies every week, new ladies inquiring about the program. What do we have? I think we had 69 new clients start last month, and we've already had half a dozen start now. It's only been a couple of days into the week, so it's going really well. Lots of inquiries, lots of people joining the program, a lot of ladies getting help. You know, ladies that have been stuck with their weight plateaus for 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, 10 years, and then just crushing it in the first week. They're seeing those drops, half a kilogram, kilogram, 2 kilograms. I had one lady, I don't know how, but she's lost 8 kilograms in the first 3 weeks. Anyway, she's crushing it. So one thing I see a lot of people getting stuck on, I asked them a question. I asked them what would you change about the way that you have been losing weight? And almost every single person I talk to says look, I'd change the food side of things, because most people have lost weight before. That's not the biggest problem. People have lost weight. It's that they've done it in restrictive ways, in ways that they can't sustain. So they end up losing the weight only to put some of it, if not all of it, sometimes even more weight on than when they originally started that restrictive diet. And that's awful. That fucking sucks. I get that. You're trying really hard to do something. You jump onto this fucking bandwagon your friend's doing or some sort of diet, and then you end up putting on more weight. You fuck your metabolism in the process, and big punch in the guts. Not fun. So where I see a lot of people get stuck is they sign up to coaches and programs, and their coach is like, you've got to follow this meal plan. You've got to do exactly this meal plan. You have to eat this food in this order at this time, and you have to prep it this way. I talked to a lady yesterday. Her coach, her old coach, made her create meals, even the marinades, from scratch. How fucking wild is that? She's like, to lose weight, you've got to make all these foods. So she was spending 5, 6, 7 hours on the weekend doing meal prep. I was like, that fucking sucks. Who has the time for that? All of our clients, women 40 plus, they're busy. They're working. They might have kids, grandkids, family commitments, social commitments. Nobody's got time to just blast half a weekend for meal prep. I was like, that is the most ridiculous fucking thing I've ever heard. You got to make everything from scratch. Yeah, cool. If you're a massive foodie, go crazy. But for the other 95% of women that we work with that actually don't give a fuck, they just want to lose weight, nobody's going to do that. A lot of coaches don't understand the ins and outs of their clients' lives. Now we have 340 women on the program right now. Think about that for a second. 300 women doing this program with our coaches. So we must be doing something, right? Now our ladies don't have to meal prep if they don't want to. Yes, you can, and it's helpful. Some ladies like to do HelloFresh, Marley Spoon. They like to do My Muscle Chef meals. They like to do pre-prepared meals that you can buy from Coles or Woolies, or Aldi. I don't care. I honestly don't care how our clients prepare their food, because it's not relevant to weight loss. I just care that they eat the right amount of calories and eat the right amount of protein, get the macros right, get the calories right. That is how you're going to see progress. It's not from cooking your own meals from scratch. Because here's the thing. Let's say you cook all your own meals from scratch and you eat too many calories. Well, it doesn't matter if it's fucking homemade or if it's bought from a shop. You ate too much food. So you don't have to follow a specific recipe to lose weight. You don't have to eat a certain type of food to lose weight. You can literally eat whatever you want. It's learning the skills and it's learning the knowledge so you know how to decipher what the hell is happening with food and why or why not you are not seeing progress. It's that simple. It actually doesn't have to be more complicated than that. But people try to make it complicated so that they kind of market and advertise that they only have the magic secret sauce. when realistically it's not as complicated as people might think. Now, I'm not saying it's not hard, and I'm not saying that it's, not easy at times, but it's very simple. Like, it's actually very, very simple. The people that have the most success are the people that have coaches. Let me tell you why. A coach's job is to get you from where you are right now to where you want to be. Imagine you're at the bottom of the mountain and you want to get to the top of the mountain. You know where you want to get to, but you don't know how to get there. So if you go hiking in Peru or you go to Mount Everest, you're going to have a guide. You're going to understand that, yes, you know where you want to get to, but you don't know the best path particularly. You don't know the safest path. You may not know the exact route to take to get to the top of the mountain. That is what a coach is designed to do. Olympic athletes, the best in the world, in the country at what they do, have a coach. That coach has got one job: to get the client, to get the athlete, to get the sport stuff and where they are to where they want to be. It's to help them achieve excellence. Now, that's no different to a tutor. Let's say your kids are struggling with maths and you get them a tutor. A tutor is like, okay, I'm sitting at about a 50% test score. I want to get to an 85% test score. Okay, let me show you how to get from where you are to where you want to be. Most people are not going to figure that shit out on your own. Like, if someone gave me a math textbook, I'm probably not going to figure it out on my own. I'm probably going to need that one-on-one attention. But weight loss seems to be this different kettle of fish that people think, you know what, I'm just going to figure it out. And those people struggle for years and years, and they are further and further and further behind. Like, I don't know about you, but man, if I had the finances to solve that problem, I'd be spending the money on that problem. I did that myself. I had a personal trainer when I was starting out because I had no idea what I was doing. So if your coach or your trainer is telling you that, like, you need to follow this exact meal plan to lose weight, and you're finding it very difficult to do the meals, or you don't like them, or they're hard to prepare, the prep is too long, I'm sorry, but you're probably with a bit of a charlatan, because it actually doesn't matter what you eat. You just have to hit the right targets by the end of the day. So for example, let's say you had to eat 1,500 calories and you had to have 30% of those calories as protein, 35% or 40% as carbs and 30% as fats. You would find foods that equal and fit into those categories. So if I wanted to eat beef and one client wanted to eat chicken and another client wanted to eat pork, well, it wouldn't matter because they're all proteins. So we just need to find the things that you like that are going to help you get to the goal that you want. Because here, look, your body doesn't understand the difference between beef and chicken and tofu and pork. It just goes, oh, great, protein, a source of protein. So don't get sucked in to like these crappy meal plans. Like when we put a plan together for our clients, we'll give them choices of like 100 to 200 recipes. I'm like, okay, just pick out what you want. I don't care what you pick out, and then we'll make it suit your lifestyle. So some people are like, you know what, I want a protein smoothie for breakfast. I'm like, okay, we've got fucking 50 of those. Go pick one out that you like. Oh, I like this one. So okay, cool. We've got a breakfast. Let's have a couple of breakfasts. What about lunch? They're like, look, for lunch, I need something quick, more of like a wrap or a sandwich type. Okay, great. Here's like 50 fucking recipes. Go pick one. Like, okay, oh, I like this wrap. Cool, great. And what about dinner? Like, okay, pick out, a handful of dinners. So when a client works with us, they can choose whatever the fuck they want. We don't care. And then we just create the meal plans around that. So it's like, okay, you just eat this, this, and this. It's the right amount of calories. It's the right amount of protein. It's the right amount of fats, right amount of carbs. Just eat this, and they lose weight. And they're shocked. What? I didn't know I could eat this. I didn't know I could have carbs and bread and pasta and still lose weight. But that's because they're missing the skills and missing the knowledge. If you have the skills and if you have the knowledge, it's not as complicated as you might think. Very simple. So if you're like, holy shit, I need that level of flexibility. I need someone to help me out with my food, with my planning, with my breakfast, when I'm at work, when I come home, when I'm cooking dinner for the family. That's what we do. And we lose weight as a byproduct of learning the skills and getting the knowledge. So if you've got some deficiencies right now, you know where you are and you know where you want to get to, but you don't know how to get there, then maybe it's time to reach out. hit me up. Josh Humphries on Instagram or BlissBodyU. Jump on the website www.blissbodyu.com.au. Fill out an application form. Send me a message. Go, hey, I want to learn more. I want to get into the program. I'd like to have a conversation. And what we'll do, we'll have a chat. We'll see if what we do would actually work for you. Doesn't work for everybody, but we won't know until we talk to you. Very simple. So if you like this kind of content, help us out. So leave a review, share it with a friend, pass it on to someone. So many of you awesome ladies are passing on to friends, and I'm seeing that come through, and I'm talking to people, see where they come from. They come from the podcast, they're coming from Instagram. So it's helpful. A lot of ladies are losing weight just by listening to the free advice. Imagine if you had coaching. How much quicker would it be, and how much more would you lose? Food for thought. All right, keep kicking goals, and I'm going to catch you in the next one.